What's up, YouTube? Back bringing some more content. It's going to be a bit different than any of the other videos. If you've seen them on my channel prior, I was doing more sneaker type stuff. I'm going to switch over more to opportunity bringing type things to help those that are trying to either raise their income or want more opportunities to create an income or create more things for themselves, or just find out different expertise in something they may not know. For me, these first set of videos that I'm going to be doing are going to be going over Uber as a partner with them, as I've been doing that for the past 4 years and have a bit of knowledge in how that works. I will be going into a few other side things I do, not necessarily side things, but other businesses I do as we go along the way if you continue to watch. So, first thing is Uber worth it? Like, is it worth it to be a partner and drive on the Uber platform? And first thing you're going to look at if you're going to do that is why. Why do you want to do it? Why are you coming and deciding maybe you want to drive with Uber? What brought you here to this point? You have to have a strong reason to be coming here instead of just kind of testing it out and not quite sure. If you do that, you might end up just wasting your time, wasting your gas, wasting all kinds of different things, and it won't be worth it for you at that point. Certain things that you need to look into when you're doing it is, is this going to be supplemental income? What do I want to get from it? And different things like that. And one of the biggest acronyms that I like to tell people when they're developing a why or even a goal for doing something is it needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and you can have a time frame for it. So when you're doing that and signing up, when you start with Uber, you need to research, put your time in, and know why you want to do it. If you're just doing it for a little bit of extra cash on the weekends or things like that, then probably just signing up, getting the bonus from someone like mine, and getting that extra cash right away and seeing how it is might just be enough for you, and you don't need to do it anymore. But if you're going to try and get the most out of it, you need to find a why that is going to push you to continue to drive. Another big thing about it too, if you're going to try and do it, is you need to research your market. Some markets might not have very much income that you can generate from it. Me personally, in the LA area, rideshare is huge. Uber, Lyft, any of them. I'm constantly busy. There's always events going on. People always need rides. There's an international airport, different things like that. So you need to be able to look into your market and seeing what is there and if it's worth actually going after. If not, then Uber might not be the thing for you. As well as with that, in your area and your market, you need to be comfortable in how you drive. You have to be a decent driver to be able to drive people around on the platform. And as well as you need to strategize how you drive if you're going to do it. You can't just mindlessly drive around. You need to research what places need to be and things like that. And I keep bringing up reasons of research for this as well. It's not that hard to find some of the stuff. Like, you've brought to this page if you're watching this. If you weren't already subscribed and you're interested, so you are looking into it, that's a good spot. There's different places on YouTube. Facebook groups are big ones, and a lot of things I do, Facebook groups tell me a lot of information that I may not find anywhere else. As well, another great reason that I enjoy with Uber is I'm my own business owner. I'm not working for anyone. I'm using a platform. I'm using Uber Technologies platform to drive through them. They connect a rider with a rider with a driver, so that I can generate money, as well as there's a lot of different things that come with that. The biggest thing about being this and what sells people is freedom and flexibility. One of the downfalls a lot of people talk about with being an Uber driver is they feel like they don't get paid very much for their time. But the thing is, you may not make it if you're just relying on your rides to pay you, or if you're just doing this consistently as it's your only income and things like that. If you are just relying on that, then you can't make a ton of money. I mean, if you want to make a ton of money, you're going to have to do more than 40 hours a week doing it. So it's, even if you're in a high market, to make a great living off of just doing Uber, you're going to have to put in quite a bit of time, and the rates have fluctuated and started to go down in different areas, and different cases have been risen up in different states, and I'll get into that in later videos. But with that, you need to use your time as a business owner. You're having conversations with people in your cars constantly. You're having an actual conversation between people, even if it's a short ride or a long ride. You're still going to make an impression and things like that. You can leave things in your car that have people ask about certain things. And the biggest thing is being a business owner through Uber, you should probably have another business. I do, and that's one of the reasons it helps generate things is you can network, share your social media. We're in a social age where everything is online. Everything is online. So share your social with them, see what they do, make a connection with them. Maybe they have something that you can provide for them or they can provide for you, as well as if it's a business, maybe you can work with them and help them advertise because you drive around their area, different things like that. For me, always making connections is huge, as I always try to see if I can perform a service for someone else. I'm always looking to give instead of something to receive, and usually the receiving comes after you give it. So as long as you're always looking, you'll always network with people and you'll always find these connections. So the biggest thing about it is that flexibility, freedom, and the ability to grow other things, as it's a great way to network through it while you're getting paid. And there's other ways besides just driving to get paid through Uber itself, as you can get referrals for riding and driving, which I hope you check out mine if you are, deciding on doing it, and this might help you. Another one is being able to finance yourself. You need to see where your money comes and goes. Like if you're being a business owner, you need to know where your money is going and where you're putting it and what you're getting back. You need to invest in, maybe software, a certain thing. Personally, I use QuickBooks. It tracks everything I spend, tracks my miles, tracks everything, and then come tax time, I can see it, as well as throughout the year, I can see it as well, like how I'm doing. Me personally, I have a board up here for one of my businesses, my Uber, like how much money I put in my car, how much miles, how much money I get paid out, things like that, so I can physically see it, because if you're not watching your money, you really have no idea what it's doing. So if you're not good at finances, then Uber wouldn't be a good thing for you. And most businesses of owning a business would not be a good idea, because if you can't finance and look at what you do, it's going to be difficult at all times. So financing is huge. I recommend QuickBooks. I have a link to it. You can get 50% off if interested as well. But it's definitely a huge one for me is QuickBooks. But I know there's other ones out there. It's just that's the one that works for me. So yeah, financing is huge. And I would say the biggest thing, and this is one that I did not do for a long time, and I finally have it. The reason I'm bringing these to you is because I've learned these over my time with Uber and trying to drive with Uber. And the biggest downfall I had is I didn't have an exit plan. You can't expect to drive for Uber forever, especially just because Uber is a technology company that has been developing driverless cars since almost they started, with other companies, Volkswagen and Tesla and things like that, looking for driverless cars. So a driver in the car isn't going to be something that lasts forever. As well as, it's even debatable, the court cases in California and New Jersey and everything else, to see what even happens with it. But they are looking to create driverless cars. So it's not something that's going to last forever. As well as it's not something you can make a great living on unless you put in a ton of time. Like I said before, 50, 60 hours a week minimum if you want to make a huge amount of money on it. So you need to have an exit plan. You need to look back at your why, see why you did it. Again, smart plan that you came up with, your goals, what you need to hit, how much money you want to make from this, a certain criteria you want to get out of it, certain amount of people connect with, a certain amount of whatever it is. There's different things that you need to look into and see what you want to do. For me, I have a certain amount of people I want to connect with. I want to get my business out as well, develop my website more so that more people can see it, as well as my website is eventually going to help Uber drivers to create more money as well for themselves. So it'll have an exit plan for other people as well. So the biggest one is the exit plan. So again, your why, huge reason why you need to get into this. You need to have a strong why that's going to drive you through it. That goes for anything. Smart, measurable, attainable, realistic, and a time frame for it is huge on creating any goal. Just research your market, Facebook, Google, just Google anything, Pinterest, YouTube, tons of videos on what markets are great to go if you haven't already known. Realize what you are as a business owner. You need to utilize the things that Uber gives you, as well as creating your own business. Finances, you need to be able to finance it. And lastly, the most important is exit. So I hope that this is informative to most of you that are on the side of if you want to Uber or not. If you are a driver, I hope this helps you to create more money for yourself. If you continue to watch, it will have more reasons for that as well. Or if this helps open up, what it is, and you're not in limbo about how you're driving or just mindlessly driving around. So Please continue to check these out. My name's Logan at Hype Hustle, hypehustle.com as well, and I will continue to bring this content.